Let's start with one foot. I'm starting with my right and circle the ankle. Keep the toe down so you have the ability to feel a little bit more of a stretch in the ankle than you would if you were to lift it up and rotate it. Okay? Let's do the other leg, other foot, I should say. Circle it. Okay. All right. Now I just want you to pick your foot up and just feel the back of your knees. We did this yesterday, and where you're trying to feel it is right in the back, okay? So you're not, you can see I'm not bringing my foot up or my knee up. I'm just trying to, it's like a heel kick, but you're getting some blood in that area. Okay, let's go up to the hip, alternate. Put your hands on your hips if you'd like. Give your hands something to do. You can see I'm going back and around. So let's go the other way now. So front to back. Okay? Front and back. Okay. Now just bring them straight up. Okay, all right, let's move on to the back. What we're gonna do is you're gonna do just a partially slight side bend. You stay on the same side, okay? Visualize your spine, your vertebrae, just opening up on that one side. Okay, other way. One side sometimes feels better than the other, but there should be no pain on this, okay? Okay, now we're moving on up. What you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate. Be careful, don't swing it. So I'm just looking over my shoulder. Okay. All right, now shoulders, roll them back. Let's go 6 times. So I just did 6, so I'm gonna go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Heaven knows why I'm actually counting. Okay, shake those arms out. Just make them rubber bandy-like, Gumby-like. Okay? Now you're gonna take your arm in your hand and you're gonna go and touch the back of your neck. Okay? And alternate. Touch, alternate. First few times, a little stiff. After that, it should feel pretty good. This is a baseball player move. They tend to do this before they go out to throw. One of many stretches they do. Okay? Now, you're gonna go under, okay? And slide it down. So you pick up that, I'll go from behind and touch, okay? Here. Internal rotation. So this is right at the tip of that shoulder. For some, many, we have one side that goes up higher than the other. But you're doing really well if you can get it up to the mid-back, bra line. Okay? All right, arms up, put them behind your head, and you're gonna fan your elbows. So it's like a butterfly. 3, 4, 5, 6. I bet you guys can say we've never done this one, huh? Because I haven't. Okay. Now bring them up over the head. And now a full side bend. Okay, let's stay on the same side. Let's go 6 times. There's 2, 3. My fingers are interlocked up over my head. 4, 5, and 6. Other side. If this is bothering the shoulder, then what you're going to do is you keep your hands here, the top, and you're just taking a dip. It's like a little teapot. Okay? One more. Okay, bring your arms down. Okay, bring your feet a little wider. I'm gonna go about as wide as my mat. Arms come up, interlock your fingers, stretch to the side, and then tip that hip over too, okay? Here we go. Over and tip, and bring your arms down, okay? Let's do it again. Up, open up the ribs, tip over the hip, and back, ribs, hip, and come down. All right, big circles. See the exit, we'll make it in the front. Let's warm those shoulders up, huh? One more time. Okay, side to side now. Okay. All right, put your hands on your knees. Hands on knees, bend those knees, and get a stretch in the inner thigh and come up, okay? You don't have to do anything with your arms other than modify that stretch by holding on to some of your body weight, okay? 2 more. This feels good after those lunges yesterday. Okay, hands are still on above your knees, and you drop that shoulder into the middle. Yep, keep that arm straight though, okay? And the other side. This, for me, stretches all the way down to my back, low back, that is. One more time. Other side. And now, go ahead and stand up. You just have to always, arms up, and just a couple of plie squats. Go down deep, okay? Up, go down deep into a deep squat. Okay, now arms go into the center, okay? They're right into the middle between the knees. What you're going to do is you're going to open up and alternate, okay? Try to have that back flat. That belly button is to be, stick your butt out. So some of you might be like this and opening up. Try to get your butt out so you're like a ski slope, and then you open up. Yeah, better. Okay. This is how football players or quarterbacks are when they're getting ready to go ahead and stand up. Now, bring your knees up, one knee up. Yeah, I'd like to challenge you to bring both knees up, huh? Alternate. Put yourself up against the wall if you need to, or just catch yourself if you're about to fall over. Okay? Okay, now one more for the quads, or actually one more, and it is for the quads. Just gonna grab that foot. Okay, and alternate. We're gonna get a longer stretch on it, but if it's too much to ask you to alternate, just stay on one, hold it for 10 seconds, and switch. So you're just doing it one time for 10 seconds, okay? Okay. All right, let's do some movements now with around the world. So your arms are gonna come up. My feet are wide again. So I'm coming up, I'm going to go all the way around, get a good stretch in those hamstrings. Drag those fingers across and come up. Let's go 3 times. Okay, other way, okay? I'll start at the top and go around. Left side first and to the right. 2, one more. Okay. Right foot forward, left foot back. That back leg, so you can see that I am hip width apart. You can see both feet. My front leg's lined up with my front hip, and my left foot is lined up with my left hip, okay? Arms come up, they are parallel, they are not interlocked, okay? So they come up and you're pressing, you're bending that right foot forward, that back leg is straight, and then bring your arms all the way around, okay? One more time, up. Open up those ribs and then bring those arms back and around. Interlock them now and bring them behind you, okay? Keep them close to your hips. Take a deep breath in. Release those hands and let's switch. Okay, arms come up and bring them around. Up. One more time. All right, finish it back here. Interlock those fingers. Okay, now we're going to combine those two stretches with a round. So your legs going to come around, arms up over the head, go around, all the way around. Stop at the top, keep your arms up, step forward, so right foot forward and left foot back. Arms go around. Okay, arms come up, keep them there, switch feet, left foot forward, right foot back. Come all the way around. Okay, come back, hands are behind you, come down, get a stretch. Okay. Arms are still back here, legs are apart, arms come up again, and let's go around the opposite way, okay? All the way around. Keep them up there. One more time, right foot forward, left foot back, swing them around, bring them back up, put your feet together, that other foot goes back, arms go all the way around. Feet are together, interlock your fingers behind you, and take a bow, hamstring stretch, and come back up. Nice, okay. Now, right is in front of the left. See that? Hands go together, thumbs are together, and they drop down, get a good stretch. Okay, and switch. Other foot's in the front. This is a good old-fashioned IT band stretch. Remember doing this way back in high school for basketball and track. It is a good one. Nothing wrong with doing it. Still continuing to do it unless you feel it in your back. Hopefully you didn't. All right, feet are wide again. We're gonna go down and do some toe floor touches, 3 of them, okay? So you go down, feel the hamstrings and inner thigh stretch. Come back up. And then bring your arms up. Okay? Back down. Here's number 2. Back up. Last one. And back up. Good. All right. Keep those legs where they are. Just do a quick stretch of the shoulder. As you can see, I'm holding onto that elbow, and I'm trying to give my arm a big hug up to my chest. Okay, switch. Pulling, taking that hand and I'm pulling that arm into the chest. Okay, all right, you're gonna swing like you're one of those toys where they come up, then they drop. Okay, up and drop. Careful of your back. You can hold those abs tight so your back is stable, not too vulnerable. Okay, all right, guys, we're getting ready now to get down to the floor, and we're going to start some low back and abdominal work, and then we're going to stretch our hamstrings, and then we're going to stretch our neck on the floor, and then we're going to come back up and call it a day, okay? Definitely get some cardio in if you haven't gotten it in, unless you've done a bunch of stuff already this week, and this is just your active recovery, okay, or maintenance of all your muscles. So I'm going to start this way, but as you can see, I have mats going both ways. But we're gonna walk out and step forward, so we're continuing that movement, okay? If you don't wanna get down onto the floor to do this, use the chair or the wall, okay? So my feet are hip or a little wider than hip width apart. Walk out and step forward. Remember, you're feeling hamstrings right now, okay? Walk out. You're into almost like a straight arm plank, and you step forward. Drop that hip, let it sink. Step it back, step forward, let that hip sink. Okay, you're going to go down onto your hands and knees. You're going to open up, curl your toes under, pop that hip up into a downward dog. So now we're in the shape of a V. You're halfway to walking your hands to your feet, and you stand up, okay? Let's do that again. I'm gonna do it 3 times. That was 1, so we got 2 more. Let's go. Straight arm plank, step forward, sink those hips, and switch. Hands and knees, open up, thoracics, rotation, curl the toes under, downward dog. Walk your hands to your feet. That was number 2, okay? Last one, and then we'll stay down after that downward dog, okay? Here we go. Straight arm, plank, step forward, sink those hips. Hands and knees, open up, alternate, curl those toes under and go into the downward dog, but don't walk your hands to your feet. So we're in that downward dog. Let your head relax, just let it hang. Deep breath in through your nose. Okay, bend your knees, child's pose. Arms in front of you, their shoulders width apart. Oh my goodness, this feels good. I'll see you guys later. Just go ahead and stretch on your own. Okay, we are going into on our belly, okay? And so on our belly, we're going to be doing some Supermans and some shoulder stability. So let's see, I got to tip you guys a little bit so you can see me better, okay? Because it's important for you to see what my hands are doing. Tip this one. I'm recording this on Zoom, guys, so I'm working 2 cameras here. Music. Okay. Now, we were at child's pose. Now we're on our belly. If this is bothersome to your back, you've got to keep those abs tight, okay? So I will get my hair out of the way so you can see what's going on with my head. And what we're doing is the basic Superman. So I'm lifting my leg, my left leg, and I'm lifting my right arm, okay? And it's in front of me. Reach and switch. My eyes are to the floor. I'm looking at the camera to make sure you guys can see me. But now that you can see me, hopefully you've put your camera on the floor and your eyes are looking in front of the mat. You're alternating. Now, pay attention. What are your abdominals doing? Keep them super tight so your back is happy. Okay, take a rest. What you're going to do is your arms are going to go out. We could actually call these boob smashers, but they're good for shoulder mobility and strength. So put your head down, lift it up. Your chin is tucked in, and raise your arms up so you're in a T position, okay? Hold those abs tight. Now you're going to bring your hands together. Keep them off the floor and bring them back. Back into that T position. Abs are tight. Squeeze those glutes. In front. And back to that T. And take a rest. Pop your hips up, go into child's pose to offset that hyperextension we did in that back. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. So I had my hands parallel to the floor. My palms were facing or were towards the floor. This time I'm gonna pop my thumbs up, okay? So we're gonna go into this position where we're squeezing our glutes and then we bring our hands forward, okay? So go back into face down on the belly. Abs are tight, guys. It's really important to keep those abs tight. What do I mean by that? When we're on the floor, we're sucking them in, we're hollowing out, okay? So my feet are flat. My coffee's about ready to come up for the second time. That's what happens when I'm on my belly too long. Hopefully that didn't happen to you. Okay, so my thumbs are up. Tuck my chin in, abs are tight, glutes are squeezed, okay? Now we're gonna bring my hands together. Thumbs up, tuck my chin in. Pull those arms back so we're in the T position. In front, I position, T, and come back down. Child's pose, and then we're gonna go over to our back. Okay, I'm just gonna spin my mat so you guys can see side view of abdominals. Okay. Got something to hold on to that foot, but we're not gonna stretch that out yet. Okay. Okay, I like Fleetwood Mac, but I don't like the guitar at the end because then you guys can't hear me very well. There we go. All right. Remember to take that one off the playlist. All right, let's start with some Supermans. Or not Superman, some dying bugs. Okay? There's so many variations of the dying bug. What I want you to do is I want you to move your legs, but I want you to scissor your arms, okay? I don't particularly mind if your arms are following that leg that gets kicked out, or if you want to switch your arms so they're the opposite. To me, it really doesn't matter because you should just be focusing on keeping that back tight, extending that leg, and feeling your obliques, okay, each side of the tummy. Okay, by now you should feel your stomach a little bit for those abs of steel. You guys aren't feeling it too much, so what you can do is lower the leg, keeping that back straight or flat on the mat, okay? Okay, bring it down, roll side to side, a few sides, 2 on each side, how about? Okay, now keep it on one side, put your hands behind your head. What you're gonna do is you're gonna tuck those elbows in and you're going to look over your hip, the top hip, okay? And you're just gonna crunch, okay? And come up. You're gonna eyes look on that hip so you know you are angling and working just those obliques, okay? You got 8 more to go. Okay, I'm counting to 20 somehow. Tuck those elbows in. Try not to pull too hard up onto the head, but just seal those ribs into your tummy. Think of it that way, okay? All right, let's go the other side. If it's too much of a stretch and all you're feeling is the stretch and not the abs, then tip your legs up a little bit, and then you're gonna feel it more in the abdominals and less as a stretch, okay? Okay, we got 10 more to go. 3, keep going. Okay. Bring your hips up and just let the back be a part of this routine here, strengthening that low back, just in the same position. We don't have to do any movement, but just put your hands there and you should feel that your glutes are contracted and your back is also contracted in this. Okay? All right, now you're gonna pick your foot up, bring it all the way towards the knee. You can pull it just a tiny bit. You don't wanna throw that back out, but you're challenging each side, okay? Okay, now bring it down. Abs are tight, pelvic tilt, okay? And you're gonna lift that foot up, both feet up, okay? Arms are up so they stay out of it. You're not gonna help those abdominals at all. So your hands are staying up here and lift, okay? Touch the mat and lift your hips up, okay? Tuck that chin in. All right, we're going 2 more, and then your arms are gonna go out and hover, just like we did yesterday without weight, okay? Bring them out. Don't let them touch the floor. Touch and lift. Lift, touch. Okay, arms go over the head now. You're hovering over your head. Palms are parallel to the floor or to the ceiling. You don't even have to curl your hips up if you don't, but that's the more of a challenge. If you just want to lift and pick your feet up, that's modified, okay? Let's go 2 more. All right. Now, alternate them. Just pick it up, okay? Put your hands behind your head. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lift. Keep that foot on the floor. These are modified. This is not bicycle elbow to knee. This is just elbow to knee, okay? The reason we're not bicycling yet is I don't want your back to be any part of this. Or your quads, all abdominals. Reach to the outside. If this is too easy for you, just rotate even more. All right, guys, we're on 5 minutes. We're on 5 minutes of solid abs. Nice job. Okay, let's take those legs tabletop now. Hands are still behind your head. You're gonna tuck those elbows in. You're gonna leave your lower half alone, and it's all shoulders, so come up, okay? It's not that much range of motion. You should feel that burn right under the ribs, all the way to the belly button, okay? I got 3 more. Hard to talk when I'm doing this one because it burns. And take a rest. Straighten out those legs. And just hollow out that tummy, okay? Release those hands and bring them out so you're in the shape of a T. And while our abdominals are recovering of 6 minutes, we're gonna do some chin tucks, okay? Pull that chin up and then drive it down. Your head is always on the mat. Do not lift it up. Okay, now we're just gonna do a straight leg raise all the way up to a 90-degree angle. Try to keep that leg straight, okay? Try to use your abdominals in this. You know where they are now because we've been working them for 6 solid minutes. So you should feel that you're stabilizing with the abs and you're lifting with your quads, okay? Foot is flexed. The minute your leg wants to bend, stop it there, feel the stretch. Force your leg to stay straight the whole time, okay? The small of your back is not on the floor. You still can keep that tummy muscle tight without that back being on the floor, okay? That's just easier to stabilize. With straight legs, almost impossible. Okay, there we go. All right, bring those knees or your feet, your heels all the way to your glutes, okay? As far as you can, and raise your hips up and back down, okay? Up, arms are still out to your sides, palms up, tucking that chin in. Five more, lift those hips up. And bring it down. Okay, keep your feet, knees bent, feet on the mat. Inched all the way up towards the garage door for all those crunches. Okay, my hands are behind my head. I'm interlocking my fingers. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my head up and get a stretch in my neck, okay? So leave your shoulders down and then just lift up. There should be no neck pain. It should be all muscle, okay? It should feel all just a good stretch. And bring it down. What you're going to do is you're gonna turn your head to the right. You're gonna put your hand on your cheek and you're just gonna put a little pressure to get a little bit more of a stretch in that neck. Okay, you can put the pressure on your forehead or you can put it on your chin and then turn it to the other side. Use your other hand. And bring it back to the center. All right, guys, roll your legs side to side and the other side. So I think I saw Tracy's name. So Tracy, this song, it was by Talking Heads, but this is a different group. But their video has this cowboy on a horse. What are those pinto horses? I think the ones with got the white spots and the brown and white. And it's trotting and its feet, front legs are going to the beat of the song. It's the cutest thing. And he's almost on his hind legs, just showing off in front of this car, pulling his legs up very athletically. I'm sure your horse can do the same after that photo you sent me. Okay, roll your knees into your chest. Point and flex your feet. Get those calf muscles ready to be stretched. We're going to use a strap, or you have a band or a towel, whatever you can put your foot onto for leverage to get a hamstring stretch, okay? Now, last Thursday, I forgot to stretch our piriformis, so I did it sitting. Promise I'll get it done this time. So the strap goes on the ball of your foot. Keep that other leg bent. And what you're going to do is pull, soft bend in the knee though, okay? Don't completely straighten out that leg. But you're trying to get a really nice stretch in that calf muscle, okay? A little bit of hamstring, but mostly calf. You don't feel it? Take a deep breath. Okay, now pull your strap to the inside. So you're turning your foot inward towards the midline of your body. Take it over, now put that leg down and put that foot lined up to that opposite shoulder, okay? And you should feel a really intense stretch on those peroneals and all the way down back of the knee and a hamstring. Not one hamstring, maybe two, although there's more than two, I know that. I think there's 3 of them, just for the record. Okay, let's position that strap now onto the arch. If you put it on your heel, it just might slip, but you can either way, but it's closer to the heel than the ball of the foot. It's lined back up to the same side. And now just focus on pulling it as far as you can, trying to keep that leg straight, but there's nothing wrong with a bend, okay? You can even do both. And it's all 3 and more of a stretch in the back of that leg. We'll just generalize. I keep thinking my hands need to be up here. Well, long straps allow us to keep our hands down and pull so we can relax our shoulders. Okay, let's take it all the way over to the other side now and pull. I'd say 3 feet up, 18 inches to like 3 feet, so a foot and a half, 3, 2, 3, 24, 36. Just don't let it go onto the floor and not too far over, because what I want is center part of the hamstring and outside and glute, okay? Totally taking that inner thigh and that inner head of the hamstring off. Okay, bend the knee now and let that foot drop all the way down, okay? It is at least lined up to your hip, if not further higher, almost to the top of your shoulder. If you turn and look, your foot's looking right at you, okay? This other arm is down. Slight bend in that knee. All right, bend the knee to bring it back over so you don't strain that low back. All right, hang on to it. Let that other leg go straight, and now it's over to the other side so that you're getting an inner thigh stretch. Pull as you're letting it go over there. Don't let it go slack, okay? Okay, now it's the piriformis stretch. So same leg, put it onto the top and lift that other foot and reach. You don't need the strap for this one. And we're gonna do this one twice, okay? So we're gonna do it with the hamstring stretch, and then we're gonna do it again after we do the butterfly stretch. Okay, switch legs, put it on the ball of your foot. Here we go. That other leg, the knee is bent for now. And you're driving that toe down towards the knee, towards the belly, towards the chest. You get a good stretch in that hamstring, or in that calf muscle. Breathe through the stretches. Okay, we're gonna pull the reins, the strap inside, strap only. Get the peroneals, put that leg down now. Opposite shoulder. Give it a tug. You feel that really deep stretch in that lower leg. A little bit of hamstring. Wow, that one really always feels good for me. Okay, we're back to lining that foot up to the same side shoulder. Put the strap, position it into the arch. That leg is straight on the floor, and you're pulling that foot, the whole leg. Try to keep it straight. Same side, working that, just focusing on hamstring alone, okay? If it's too much of the back of the knee, like I've said before, slight bend. Okay, back off that stretch. Take it over to the opposite side. Again, don't take it all the way to the floor yet, okay? And pull so you get that IT band. Most of the IT that you're gonna feel is up high. It's not where it attaches to the knee, but for some people, you can find it if you just kind of position your foot. Try to keep it straight for sure, and don't go down too low. Okay, take a bend in that knee and let it fall to the floor. Let go of that strap and let that arm go down to the floor, both sides. Breathe through the stretch. Low back, glutes, hamstring. And for some of us, we're going to feel it in our chest because we're trying to keep that shoulder down on that opposite side. Okay, bend that knee to bring it back over. Grab that strap and go inner thigh now. So it's on the other side, same size, same side, but way over. Get a stretch in that inner thigh. Okay, guys, strap goes away, figure 4 stretch. Okay, now put your feet together and open up your legs and get a stretch in that inner thigh. This is the butterfly stretch. What you want to do, put your hands on your thighs and try to straighten out your arms to try to open up the low back when you do it. Tuck that chin in. Okay, bring your legs up, another figure 4 stretch, okay? Okay, other side, figure 4 stretch. Okay, bring both knees into the chest now. Okay, you're gonna bring your feet down, you're gonna roll to the side, and you're gonna stay on your side. What you're going to do is you're gonna grab the top foot and stretch out that quad again, okay? So just like this, stretching that top, just feel it all in here. Feel that stretch. If you don't, do a deep inhalation through the nose. Okay, let's go to the other side. You just turn to the other side. I'm going to turn so I stay facing the screen. You can do the other. All right, guys, we've stretched pretty much top to bottom. You're going to roll over. You're going to do a child's pose. So once you get in, after that stretch, go ahead and go face down. What you're going to do is your hands, I'll face the screen for you. You're going to go to the opposite side, okay? So you're on hands and knees. My left hand's on the right side in front of my right hand, and I'm going to sit back and drag that hand so I get a really nice stretch in my lats and in my shoulders. Okay, let's go the other way. So my right hand's in front of my left. I'm going to sit back, drag it. Okay, you're going to go up, arch that back, angry cat, and sink down, sink that belly towards the floor. Round up one more time. And sink. Okay. Go ahead and you can stand up or you can have a seat on the floor, either way. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out that front part of our neck. So you're gonna pull down right at the collarbone, tuck your chin in, pull down, and then lift up. You feel a nice stretch in the neck muscles. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go over to the right side, we're gonna pull down, and then we're gonna look upward onto the left side. Okay, and opposite side now. I'm on the right, pulling down on my skin, right underneath that collarbone. And then I look up. I think guys can do this more often. They're like they're shaven. And that's that position. Okay, look over your right shoulder. And look over your left shoulder. And roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, up, back, and down. Okay. All right, guys. I think I pretty much stretched everything. Let's stretch our hands out, our forearms. Forearms. Pull those fingers downward. And the other side. Circle those wrists. Pull those pinkies back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And there, my Zoom friends, my mind-body friends, I am done. Kind of breezed through that a little quicker than I normally do, but I feel very stretched, and I hope you guys do the same.